This map shows the specific geographic coordinates outlined in Isaiah 41, verse 25. The text describes a conqueror, one from the north. Geopolitically, this points directly to the region of Media, the origin point of a military leader named Cyrus. The verse adds a second vector, stating he will call upon the Lord's name from the rising of the sun. This tracks his secondary approach from Persia in the east, creating a massive converging campaign against Babylon. The text finishes the thought with a violent metaphor. It predicts this figure will step upon Babylon's princes, as if stepping on mud, treating them exactly as a potter treads clay. It describes a total, effortless crushing of the existing political order. By providing these exact geographic coordinates, Media and Persia, the text pinpoints Cyrus as the agent of Babylon's fall, long before his armies ever mobilized. Verse 26 poses a rhetorical question: who possessed the foresight to declare these geopolitical shifts from the beginning? The text asserts God alone, through the prophet Isaiah, outlined these movements before they occurred, so Israel would recognize this divine intervention. Predictive foresight serves as the measurable metric in the text. It separates the true God of Israel, who maps out the future, from the silent, powerless idols of the surrounding nations. Verse 27 shifts the focus from conquest to restoration. It promises a messenger bringing good tidings to Zion, heralding the specific moment when the exiles will return to rebuild Jerusalem. Contrast this with verse 28. As the Persian threat looms, the text notes that among the empire's wise men, soothsayers, and idols, there is no counselor. When asked what is coming, they cannot answer a single word. Verse 29 concludes the argument. The molten images and crafted idols of the Babylonians are exposed as wind and confusion, completely devoid of substance when tested by real historical pressure. Take a second to consider the psychological impact of this. If you are a conquering foreign king, how do you react entering a captured city and are handed an ancient, century-old scroll that already has your name written on it? While human-made alliances and metal idols provided zero future security, this prophetic text handed Israel an exact, verifiable roadmap for their upcoming deliverance. To see how this played out historically, we can look at the writings of the ancient historian Josephus, alongside artifacts like the Cyrus cylinder, which documents his policy of freeing captive peoples. Josephus records that Cyrus actually read the prophecies of Isaiah, written 140 years before his temple's demolition. Awestruck by finding his own name, Cyrus issued the official decree sending the Jews back to their homeland to rebuild. King Darius extended this protection, granting the Jews freedom to build without interference, after his friend Zorobabel won a royal debate by arguing convincingly that truth is the strongest power on earth. Later, King Xerxes provided his cupbearer Nehemiah with official letters of transit. This allowed the Jewish people to securely finish the heavy fortification of Jerusalem's walls, despite violent opposition from neighboring regions. Decades later, when Alexander the Great arrived at Jerusalem with his conquering army, he surprised his generals by bowing in reverence to the Jewish high priest. He explained he had seen this exact priest in a prophetic dream in Macedonia, promising him dominion over Persia. When the priests then showed Alexander the scroll of Daniel, which explicitly predicted a Greek king would destroy the Persian Empire, he recognized himself in the text and granted the Jewish people the right to govern themselves by their own ancient laws. The precise alignment of the prophetic scriptures from Isaiah and Daniel with the historical events recorded by Josephus offers a clear sequence of evidence. It proves an overarching sovereign design navigating right through the rise and fall of human empires.